Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Pink Plumbob here and I am bringing you another brand new speed build. And today I'm bringing you something a little bit different. Something that I haven't really seen much before in The Sims 4. So I thought, I had this idea a while ago and I thought, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I really don't know how I'm going to do it. So the build and the editing itself is a little bit hit and miss because I'm literally experimenting here. So you have to bear with the editing and bear with the build. It's not the most perfect build, but I think it came out really nicely anyway. So it's a good start because I'm still experimenting with The Sims. So I feel like I could build another style of house like this again, but do it in a different way. So this is the watermill house. Now, in England especially, we do have watermill houses and stuff like this, and I always think they're really pretty, and you always see them in really picturesque little villages and stuff like that. I remember when I went to one, I think down south in Cornwall or something like that, and I saw a beautiful like old, it wasn't a working watermill, but it was a watermill house and it looked absolutely stunning. And I thought, oh, this is so lovely. So that's what I wanted to build. Anyway, so this baby comes in at 412,045 simoleon, so it's fairly pricey. It's a 5-bedroom and 3-bathroom house, and it's built in Granite Falls, which I've never done before. I always forget about the worlds, like the holiday destinations. I always forget about those, to be honest, in building. So I thought, wow, where's the perfect place to build like an old functioning watermill? And I thought, oh, Granite Falls would be perfect for this. I was going to do Windenburg, but I wanted it to look a little bit more, I don't know, like in the middle of nowhere, I guess. And this was built on a 50 by 50 lot. And with this, I used a lot of debug items. So there's a lot of stuff here that I've never seen or used before. So I was really pleased about that. But with the editing, it is very hit and miss because I was literally just trying to experiment and see, you know, what's what basically. Anyway, how has everybody been? I'm sorry that I haven't posted. I have been very busy the past 2 weeks or so. So the most important news, it was actually my birthday on Monday. Whoop whoop. So lucky me, I've had a very busy week, and as well as last week, it was my best friend's birthday. We're both exactly a week apart. So we always kind of do something together anyway. So we actually went up shopping to Birmingham, and we went to this place called Primark. Now, I know that you don't get Primark in the United States, and I know a lot of my viewers are from the United States, but basically, Primark is the best shop ever. Like, if you ever get the chance to come to England and come to a Primark, or even Ireland, they call it, oh, what do they call it? They call it pennies in Ireland. It is amazing. It's so cheap and so fashionable, and I love it. You can't beat Primark. It's amazing. So I went to this brand new Primark. It's like the world's biggest one in Birmingham, and so I went with my best friend for her birthday, and then I managed to go again with my mum within a week. So I was really pleased about that because I really loved it, but it was absolutely rammed. Like, there was so many people in there because we went on a Saturday, but then I booked a day off work and I managed to go with my mum, and it was a lot quieter, thankfully. So I got more chance to kind of look around properly and see what's what, because it's so massive as well. It was hard on the Saturday because it was so crowded, and I actually managed to get some more things, and bless my mum, she treated me to some more clothes and stuff like that, and I got really spoiled for my birthday. So I was really pleased about that, and I've been dying to get a build done and finished. So here we go, you know, best late than never, I guess. So I hope everybody's had like a good 2 weeks. I know that you've all been desperately waiting for my build to come out. You've all been like crying yourselves to sleep over it. I know, I get it, I have been too. No, literally, I hope you haven't, but yeah, literally, so this is it. So it's a big experiment, and I think I will come back to this kind of build in the future now that I kind of get what I want to do. But literally, this is all just experimentation at its best. And it came out all right. Like, I'm pretty pleased with it. I mean, it could be improved, but that's why this is what this is all about. It's all about experiment. It's all about inspiration and getting ideas and stuff like that. So yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So let's go through what's what. So it has a gazebo on the outside. So this is all on the outside. It has a little gazebo that I put there. It has the obvious thing, which is the watermill. Now, the actual watermill itself is actually a sculpture, which I just sized up a few times, and it made the perfect like wheel, it was ideal. And then I had to use a swimming pool so I could build a bridge, because for some reason you can't build a bridge over the ponds, and it doesn't make sense. It's like that's where you would have a bridge, is over a pond. But anywho, so here I am. I used 2 of the sculptures, and I also what I do is I want it to look like it's almost turning, so I do actually use lots of the little fountainy bits in the fountain section. So I use like the spray and like all the different types, so it looks like it's going around and it's like splashing at the bottom, which I think was kind of cute. Sorry, I just had to answer a phone call. It completely put me off. I was like, oh god, my phone's ringing. So I'm having Elvis, he's getting neutered next week, you see. So he keeps meowing really loud at night, and I think he's calling for a lady friend, and it's driving me mad at the minute. He keeps interrupting the sleep, and I'm worried he's disturbing my neighbour because our walls are very thin, and he's constantly just yelping all over the place. He's fine in the day, but at night time he's on one and he's trying to find himself some poo-tang. So I'm getting him done next week, and that was the lady, and she's helping me get some sort of voucher or something to help pay for the neutering, because neutering, it can be expensive. It's not overly expensive, but you know, every little penny helps, I guess. So anyway, back to the build. So I wanted it to look very green and very lush, and I wanted it to kind of look like well, that it had been there for a long time. And this is the kind of build that I wanted it originally to be like a working sort of building at one point of its life, and now it's been refurbished and turned into a livable home. And I really like I love the exterior. I love how it's all come together, and all the big pond and all the greenery, and it just looks very like, I don't know, at one with nature, I guess. That's the best way to describe it anyway. So yeah, so back to the bits and bobs in the house. So there is planter boxes in the back garden, there is also a barbecue, and there is also a florist table, and that's in the back section of the garden, which also overlooks this giant pond. And also I do use a lot of debug items in this build actually. So I know I've said that earlier, but I use the little fishing thing that you can go up to a pond and fish, and made that like a little area, so that was kind of cute. And also I do include a like archaeologist's room. I imagine that the dad or the mom would be an avid like collector and want kind of like, I kind of had like a Tomb Raider vibe in mind, that maybe they wanted to go out and explore. They often went off to places to go and explore and bring treasures back. So that's the kind of like idea and story I had for them. Now there is a lot of collectibles that I took out the debug items and have on display. Excuse me, sorry, I got some gas. So yeah, I really like that idea, because I never use the archaeology table or anything like that, so I never really use the debug items either. So it was nice to be able to kind of sift through those and just find some stuff. So yeah, I was really pleased with how this turned out. I hope you guys like it, and for like a first experiment and a try, I think it was quite a success. The house is a funny shape, I'm not gonna lie, it is a weird shaped house. It's not your standard kind of square house, and I don't really know what's going on with it, but I kind of liked it anyway, so hope you guys don't mind either. Right, so we'll go on to the interior and talk about that. So, well, here you can see I'm building the gazebo. So, let's talk about the beginning. The entrance. So, there is an entrance room as soon as you walk through the 2 double doors there, and there's all sitting areas, and it's just kind of like decorative. There's just lamps about and stuff like that. It's just a sitting area. It's just a nice room. And off to the left side of the entrance room, there is like a party room, and in the party room there is a bar area. It's called, I had to get it off The Sims like itself, a gramophone radiogram. So it's like, it's that radio thing that comes with, I'm pretty sure it's Strangerville, or maybe it's not, maybe it's Get Famous. It's one of them. So it's an old-fashioned, you know, where you play vinyls and stuff like that on. I thought that went really well in the party room. And there's also a buffet table, so I put some of the tables, I'm pretty sure they're base game, that have got, oh, what's it called now? Like covers over them, so they're like, it looks posh. And then also there is, sorry, I'm not very good, I haven't done a voiceover in a while, so I'm a bit like, the not doing very well. So, and I also do put one of those like buffet tables, like the party tables where they can add food, and there's also a fountain, like a chocolate fountain or a cheese fountain or whatever the hell you'd like to do. A fondue fountain, that's the word I'm looking for. Fondue. There is also, right, so we're back into like the hallway, but now on the screen we are in the main entrance room, and this does change a little bit. It starts off like this, but it does slowly change. Anyway, back to there's another like hallway which goes straight on from this hallway, and in there is a piano, there is a guitar, there's a violin, there is a bookcase. There is also a bonsai tree, and that is something I never ever use either, so that was nice to plop that down. I always find the bonsai tree looks really kind of out of place and weird, but in this build it just fit perfectly, and I really liked it in the end. And then in the living room is definitely a style which I have never built in. Like the walls are very dark, but the floor's white, so it's kind of like contrasting. It's kind of like it helps, it doesn't make it too dark. And I'd say the living room is actually my favourite place in this whole house. I really like the really dark brown walls with the white floor. It just really does look nice, and it looks really cozy in there as well, but you'll see that in a little while. But in here there is a mini bar, there is a foosball table, a chess table, and there's plenty of bookcases, and of course you've got your sofas and your TV and stuff, and there's just lots of clutter about. I wanted this house to look well lived in, like a family already lived here, and I wanted it to be kind of cozy and warm. It is warm, it's just, I don't know, I really like this build, it's good, and I like all the green colours and stuff. I mean, I've never used this wallpaper here in this swatch at all with the brown wood, so it was nice to use things that I'd never used before. And this room does change shape just a little bit as well. Where those bookcases are there, I actually draw a wall across there and make it into its own kind of little separate hallway, because it looked weird. It was like going around the stairs, and I thought, no, it don't look quite right. So it fits better the way I've done it like this. There is also a very large kitchen and dining area, which is nice. It's very bright and pastel coloured, and it's lovely, and that will also lead onto your back garden area. There is also the office room, which I talked about, with the archaeologist person in mind, which is suitable for any sim, male or female or alien or whatever you want to do. Maybe it's an alien. Here's an idea. Maybe it's an alien and he's trying to like study the Sims. That's a shout. That's a shout. Look, I'm going places. And in here there is a fireplace, and there is also a computer as well, so he can like do his study. He or she can do his studying. Right. So we'll talk about the people living in this home in particular. So we've got 5 bedrooms. We have got a master bedroom, ideal for a single parent or for 2 parents, either way, or an aunt or an uncle, doesn't matter. There is a unisex nursery, which is cute. It's only small. It hasn't got that much stuff in it, because nurseries you can't really do a lot with, to be honest. I always struggle with nurseries a little bit, like what to put, and plus the fact nothing bloody matches in this game. Like with the kids stuff, it never matches, so that can be frustrating at times. There is also something which I've never done, a grandma or a grandpa's bedroom. And I thought, oh yeah, I always forget about the older Sims, and I ought to incorporate them more into my builds. So maybe I'll start putting in like more grandma, grandpa bedrooms in, and make it a bit more fair. You know, don't be so ageist, but put some older Sims in there. I've also made a child's boy bedroom, and he actually gets the front balcony of the house, which overlooks the pond. And there is also a teenage girl's bedroom, and I focused her more on artsy-fartsy. Maybe she's a fashion designer or something like that. She's got an easel in her bedroom. She's got one of those tablets where she can design stuff and things like that. And there's also a laundry bedroom. Now, in the not in the screenshots, in the actual footage of this build, I don't include any of the bathrooms as per usual, and I also don't include the laundry room. 2 reasons. One, I ran out of room within my editing. I really had to cut a lot of stuff down in my editing, because it came to like 40 minutes, and I'm thinking, I used to build like I build mansions and squeeze them into like half an hour. How is this 40 minutes? This isn't even a mansion. But I think what it is, it's the attention to detail that takes the time. Like I put a lot of clutter items in, I put a lot of detail, and it does take a long time when it comes to the editing, and I try and cut as much like gap out as possible. I am not a quick builder. I'm very slow, and I like to take my time because I like things to look perfect. Like some people can build really fast, and you know, kudos to them people, because I can't build fast at all. I don't know what I'm doing. I literally go in, I have an idea of what I want to do, I go in, but I don't know what I'm doing at the same time. Like, it can take a while for things to come together and stuff like that, whereas some people just build, boom, job done. But no, so that's why this one is quite long, because of all the attention to detail. And I thought I have had to cut some of it out. Like, I started to furnish some of the collectibles on the wall on the shelves, and I cut that and kind of fast forwarded it to a little bit later, because there's so many collectibles on this shelf. Right, here we are, we're onto the living area now, and I made this like makeshift corner sofa, and I really like the colours in this. Like, I'd never used that sofa in that colour scheme before, so I thought, alright, let's try something different. Let's go with the brown, let's go with the blue. This, you know, it's all about experimenting, and I like the fact those windows are looking out through the wheel. I think that's like a really nice feature of this house. It's all about the wheel. It just looks so nice, and I used kind of like really rusticy looking furniture, really a lot of wooden stuff, and I really like this living room actually. Like, I don't like dark like living rooms and stuff like that. It makes me feel a bit like, ooh, like, I don't know, like my living room is all white, so I like it because it's light and bright, but I actually really like this living room purely because for the build it's made for. I don't think this would suit my little house whatsoever. So, and I also skip a lot in terms of editing when it comes to the curtains, because I find curtains can take a little bit of time, so I just cut the curtains out because it's just curtains. Curtains are no big deal. And I used this gorgeous table. I'm pretty sure, oh, what was that from? Was it from Movie Hangout, maybe? I love this table. It's gorgeous. Like, I'd actually love this table in real life. As my like proper dining table. And then, yeah, here we are just cluttering more stuff again. And also, if you would like to download this build, it is available up in the gallery. It has been up since, I don't know, the weekend maybe. So yeah, I did actually finish building it a few days ago. It's not been very popular on the gallery. I think it's because of the style of build that it is. People tend to go for more family builds, and so I think my next build is going to be a family one. I have just got like maybe a just nice suburban family home. So something that is generic, everybody likes it. I like building it. So I think that might be my next build. I'm not sure, or maybe a Scandinavian home. But I've actually been really in the mood to build like almost like not a Victorian, like an old townhouse, a really old townhouse in Brindleton Bay. That really small 20 by 15 lot is like I'm craving to build something on that, like a little old townhouse. Because if you look around in Brindleton Bay, there's loads of old like townhouses when you look around the world and stuff, and I really thought, oh, it'd be so nice if I built a little townhouse like that, but kind of made it so it looked like it used to be a shop, but actually it's not. So yeah, so that's, I feel like building that. That might be a quick build. I might be able to get that done quickly. I might do it tonight, actually, after I've done this voiceover. So, I don't know where. I've lost my trail of thought completely. I don't know what I was talking about. So, yeah. Here's the party room. It's alright. It's alright. It's not the best party room I've ever built, but I do like the fact I use those tables with the tablecloths on them, with the round table in the middle. It's kind of like a centerpiece, and I actually really like that, and I'll take that idea and use it again. And I also like the fact I put those plants like in the table. They look like they're built into the table, and it looks a lot more kind of decorative, and it adds a bit of, you know, finesse. Right, so here we are onto the archaeology room, and I like using that table from the Spooky pack because it just looks like an old sheet, like maybe it's for photographs or maybe it's been used for whatever. It just kind of fits in with this kind of stuff, like creativeness. And as you can see here, I am literally raiding the debug section. And ever since I've discovered these little bird feather pictures, I am obsessed with them. I love them. They're so cute and they're so good. It's just like a little item. Like if you're bored of all the pictures, it's just nice to kind of fill it up with these little pictures. And I really like pictures resting on shelves at the moment. That's like a little thing that I've got going on. So I am doing that a lot recently. But as you can see, it is cluttered to hell with decor. And I did use some of the expensive stuff from Salvadorada. And I also used that lionfish head. Like, I thought that was pretty epic. So I'm not really a fan of like mounted fish and animals on walls. I know that, like, I know it sounds like what's it? It's so cliche, like in America where they like go and shoot their own deer and stuff, and they bring it home and they put the head on the wall. Like I find them a little bit creepy, but maybe that's because I've never really been around taxidermy and stuff like that. Like I do find dead things a little bit creepy. I can't lie. Like I remember there was a poor dead cat on the side of the road that I was driving into work, and there was this poor dead cat, and he was quite far out in the road, to be honest. He'd been run over, and I thought, I can't just leave him now. I can't. And he'd obviously been killed overnight or something, because like I have to drive down a little country road, so it can be a fast road. People can drive down it a little bit too quick, but still. So this poor cat, and I thought, I went back and I pulled over, and I didn't want to touch him. I find dead things like really creepy, like how stiff they are, and don't get me wrong, I love cats. But when they're dead, like when anything is dead, I find it I don't know, it sends like shivers at my spine. I find them hard to hold, to touch. So, and just like bodies in general. I know this has gone really morbid all of a sudden, and I don't know why, but if you guys find dead things creepy, let me know. Let me know what's going on. I was on about downloading this on the gallery. Sorry. Right, I know where I am now. So, moving on from the dead things, let's talk about where you can get this. So, you can get this on the Sims 4 gallery under my hashtag MPP, or alternatively, you can find it through my EA username, which is x-pinkplumbob-x, and I will leave the link in the description below for you as well, so you can just go directly to my gallery page and download whatever the hell you want. And also don't forget to check out any of my other speed builds, that they might interest you, they might not. If they don't, fair enough, I'm not going to force you. And if you do fancy a cheeky subscribe, please press that subscribe button, because the more the merrier. We are growing. Like, welcome to the channel, new subscribers. You are more than welcome here, and I'm so pleased that you have taken the time out of your day to watch my videos and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Like, and it's amazing. It's amazing. People are really nice, supportive. It's like the nicest community to be in. Nobody's horrible. Everybody is lovely. So I'd just like to say welcome, and I hope that I'm bringing out content that you enjoy and that you are looking forward to, because I'm enjoying it, and it's a lot of fun. So, and like every little aspect, every like, every comment, every subscribe, it just means the world. And I know it's so cliche and everybody says it, but your support really does mean a lot, and it gives me, like, it's given me a lot of confidence doing this. Has a lot more confidence in terms of my speaking abilities, and in terms of like my creativity. Like, my creativity has kind of rocketed since I've started doing this like properly, because I used to build every now and then, like build my own house or renovate some of the community lots or whatever to make it more exciting, because I was mainly a player of The Sims. I was not a builder as such. Like, I enjoyed building, but I played a lot of Sims, and I used to come home like every day and play, and I still do, to be honest, sometimes, but I haven't really played a lot recently, because I'm just so into the building aspect of things. And I know it sounds bad, I do get kind of bored easily, and I don't know if that's just me, and I've noticed a lot of other like people on like other Sims channels recently have been playing a lot with like Sims 2 and Sims 3, and I think it's because there's just that something little missing from the Sims 4, and there is something special about The Sims 2. I've got to say, Sims 2 does hold a special place in my heart, but I do think that there is a lot of stuff missing, and I think people are craving it, and so they're just going back and going elsewhere and getting it from there. Because Sims 2 was a beast of a game, you gotta admit. I mean, going from Sims 1 to Sims 2 was like, wow, what is this? And it is epic. And I tell you what as well, something else which has been cool, I actually found on YouTube like the entire soundtracks for like Sims 1, Sims 2 and whatnot, and I've actually been putting on the Sims 1 while I've been like building and like editing, and it's so good. It brings back so much nostalgia when I'm like listening to it. So it is cool. I do like it, and I just miss the days of Sims 2. Like, it was such good days. And I remember my best friend had Sims 2 and I only had Sims 1, and I always looked forward to coming over to her house just so I could play The Sims 2, and every time I'd make a new family, build a new house, and we'd sit on The Sims for hours, and it was so good. And I remember I begged my mum for ages, please will you buy me The Sims 2, please will you buy me The Sims 2, and she finally came home from food shopping the once, and I was buzzing like you have no idea. It was like the best day ever. So yeah, I don't know really what else to talk about. I guess I could tell you what I got for my birthday. I just got money. I got a lot of clothes. My mum, she spoiled me rotten. She got me this amazing pyjama set. It's like a fluffy monster pyjama set. I got like a jumper sweater thing with long sleeve pyjamas underneath. And she also got the matching slippers. It is the most amazing pyjama set I've ever seen in my life, and I love pyjamas. I live in pyjamas. As soon as I come home from work, that's it. PJs are on, makeup's off, bras off, job done. So that's how I roll. And she got me some clothes from that Primark that I was telling you about, and she also got me the most amazing like mug ever, and it's like the perfect size and everything. She got it from America actually. It was this like personalised one, and it was like, it had like a little phrase on it, and it said it was love from Pebbles, Elvis and Olive, and I was like, oh, and she said turn it around, and on the back was like a little picture, like a cartoon picture of a blonde girl, because I'm blonde, and my 3 cats sat next to me, and it's the cutest mug ever, and it's the perfect size. It's a good quality mug, I recommend it. I don't know where the hell she got it from in America, but she got it. She said it took ages to get there, but she got it on time for my birthday. So, and then my boyfriend, I was desperate for some new bras, because you know when your bras just give in after a while. So my boyfriend bought me some new bras, and I got money. I'm trying to think what else I got. Oh, my brother got me a bottle of perfume, some gorgeous perfume, and that's about it really. Like, I did really well. I was really lucky this birthday. I got like pretty much everything that I could have ever wanted, so I was really pleased and really lucky. So yeah, so that's about it really. And here, I'm rambling again. So we're going on to the child Sims bedroom, and here I got obviously more collectibles out, and I filled his shelf with lots of clutter, so it just looked, well, like I always say, it looked well lived in, because you know kids' rooms are a bit cluttered and messy. And I also love this like toy box full of like toys. It's so cute, and I've never used it in the orange swatch actually, but it matched really well with the bedroom. So the bedroom's a bit all over the place. It's all very bright and colourful. And also I don't include what is going on the balcony, just because there's not a lot going on. I just put some benches and an easel out there. So that's through those double doors there. It's nothing exciting. It's just another sitting area really to admire the view. And I've got to say, taking photos on this lot is stunning. Like, the background is gorgeous. I love it with all the trees and the mountains. It's so good. I need to build him more often, and really I ought to build himself Dorado a little bit as well. Now you can have this as obviously a rental lot, or you can have it alternatively as a residential lot. So just make sure you place that in any of like Oasis Springs or whatever, anything that's on a 50 by 50, this will house nicely. Sorry, I was a little bit snotty there. So I'm just like cluttering up with more posters and stuff like that. So if this voiceover is a bit like slow today, it is a Friday and I've just cleaned the house and I'm hungry. Like, I'm gonna make myself like homemade fish and chips in a minute. And I thought, right, I need to get this voiceover done. Let's get this on, get this up and running. So hopefully I will have like my next video on soon. I haven't started building anything yet, because I like to build one thing, edit, put it on, and then do one thing at a time. I don't like to give myself too much to do all at once. So I think I might actually build in a minute, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'm getting myself pumped, I'm getting myself excited, getting myself ready. So yeah, more collectibles, more collectibles. I know some of these are like, I don't know what the eggs are from. That must have been from something that I never like discovered. Maybe I came late to that one, because I know that must have been like some sort of Easter hunt. And here we are onto the grandma's bedroom or grandpa's bedroom. It's kind of unisex, to be honest with you. I love this bed with like the quilting on it. It's just so cute, and this is a very simple bedroom. It's not overly cluttered or anything like that. I do put a little like high back chair from Cats and Dogs here as well, and I also put a little television for it and one of those little gramophone things there, so they can listen to their old-fashioned music and they can watch some telly, and they've got their own built-in wardrobe, so you can't complain too much. This originally was going to be one bedroom, like an owl-shaped bedroom, but I thought, no, that's a bit strange. So that's when I cut it in half and kind of made a grandma's bedroom or a grandpa's bedroom, and also the nursery as well. And the nursery is an unisex. It is like greens and yellows and stuff, so it's very cute. And I do put some decor down and stuff like that. So here we are, and I also do make my own makeshift changing table as well. Just simple, just raised it up and put the ottoman in the chest of drawers. So it just looks like a legit table. And it's really cute. I love this little bedroom, and I never use that rug ever either. I never use the wallpaper, but I do feel like we need more wallpapers in The Sims. Like, I'm desperate. We've got plenty of plain colours. That's great. I love the plain colours, but wallpapers, we could do with a little bit more excitement in our lives. And some of the wallpapers are a little bit too extra as well, like stuff that I would never put in a build. But maybe I should just go out of my comfort zone and just go for it, because you never know. So yeah, and I put one of those mobiles up, and then also the little cloud light, because that's so cute as well. I know I keep saying cute today. It's so cute. Shut up, Emma. Anyway, so here we are. You can see there that the bathroom's furnished. It's nothing exciting, but with that, we are on to the landing area now, which is the same wallpaper as downstairs. But to be honest, guys, that is all that there is. I hope you enjoyed this build as much as I did, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I sound like I'm begging, but I am. Shameless, I know, completely shameless. Sue me. No, don't sue me, I haven't got any money. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.